but I'm going to do two tricks. We're going to do a couple of things for you. Is that all right? Angie, come a bit closer because I need both the two girls here, okay? Would you take that pen from me? Don't get it on your clothes. It'll never come off. And Louise, do you take that pen from me? Angie, can you sign those 4 jacks wherever? And in the middle there, those 4 fours.
So I can sign it on the top?
Well, yeah. You do it the same on each card so we can keep an eye on your signature.
You want just the signature?
Yeah, and your phone number, that's all right. Right in the middle there. I get lots of fellas give me their number. Thank you. Now, when you were at school, didn't you do joined up writing? I can see that. Now, watch, unbelievable. Watch very closely here. Make sure my pockets are empty. So these cards have been signed. That's fair dues. Am I right? So watch this. The cards have been signed. Don't keep your eyes on this, Louise. Look. Am I right? Watch the handling. So we've got the 4 of clubs, the 4 of hearts, the 4 of spades, and the 4 of diamonds with your writing on it. I'm going to leave the 4s in the middle of the mat, and the jacks, I'm going to put 1 jack in each pocket. So the jack of clubs goes in my jacket pocket here with your writing on it. The heart goes here. That leaves the spade and the diamond. I'm going to put the spade in that pocket and the diamond in my inner jacket pocket. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So on the table, we've got the 4s. Now what's going to happen then is the 4s are going to switch places with the jacks. And if I get this right, would you go wild with applause?
Yes.
Okay, well look over here. There's now the first jack. Look, I'll do it again. There is now the second jack with your writing on it. So it's 2 jacks and 2 4s. I'll do it again. There's the third jack, 3 jacks and 1 4, and hopefully I've now got all 4 jacks. But thank you. But I could go further because you're probably wondering what's in my pockets. Well, up here should now be, there's a 4 there with your writing on it, a 4 there with your writing on it, a 4 with your writing there, and a last one, oh, hang on, in that pocket down there, there is the last 4 with your writing on it. Brilliant. That wasn't the one you asked about, was it? I'll do the other one you asked about. I've got cards everywhere here. Watch this. I'm going to take out a prediction card. Louise, that does with you, can I? I'm going to use this one here. That's my mystery card, my prediction card. I'll leave it right there. You keep your beady eyes on it, won't you? When I say beady, I don't mean they are beady. How to win friends and influence people, you know what I mean? Okay, so keep an eye on that, won't you? So Angie, I'm going to take out a 4 of a kind here. I think I'll use the queens for this. Yeah, I'll use the queens. So I'm going to ask you to choose a card in a minute. I'll leave these right here. Can you reach into the deck, take any one you want, and then sign your name on the face of it, okay? Oh, it's already... Now, what's your card, the 5 of diamonds? Don't let me see it. Take any one you want.
Sorry.
I know. Every now, have a look at it. Don't show me. And sign your name on the face of it. Will you do that for me? So next time we see that card, we know it has to be your card, it's not your writing on it. Would you mind recapping the pen? You never know. So don't forget I've got the queens over here. Now, watch this. The queen of spades goes under the card, okay? Under. Remember that? The queen of clubs goes above it, above the mystery card, and the heart and diamond with a pen on top. Is that fair? What's on top at the moment? The club or the spade? It's hard to follow, isn't it? I'm going to go and do something amazing. I'm going to switch them. Do you see the switch? I don't mean here, I mean over here. Because now over here, I've got the 2 black ones. Which means over here, I've now got the 2 red ones. Now, do you remember the mystery card I put that there at the beginning? So that happens to be your sign, 3 of clubs.
Well, that's just crazy.
Oh, come on.
Very good.
What a group. It's unbelievable. It's like working for the old folks home.
These are ancient cards. These are so old. Derek remembers you when he was a young boy, okay? He doesn't mind me saying that. Very old cards. Now, do you know about 3 card, 4 card Monte? Gambling. I've got 3 blacks and a red card. The red card is the money card, the one to watch. I'll start by leaving one of the blacks in my pocket, which leaves the red right here. Now keep an eye on the red card. Keep an eye on the red card. Where is it now? Now where? And this is where you start losing your money, because it's not on top, it's not on bottom, it's not there. The red one is here. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this, with applause or the way we're doing it now. Thank you. Look, I'll do it again, okay? Make an old man happy. Are you happy? I'm very happy. Look, there's the English humour. Look, there's the red one on top. If I switch the order, where does that bring the red one? No, it's on top. I'll do it again. I'll put the red one on the bottom. Where's the red one? It's on top. So I'll put the red one in my pocket. In fact, so you can see, so the camera can see, there's the red one. That leaves the 3 blacks here. 1, 2, 3 blacks, and the red. The red goes to the bottom. Where is the red? It's on top. Look, put your hand on the red. Too late. Let's have a look. It's now a black one. That leaves 2 blacks and the red. I'm right, aren't I? Would you put your money where the blacks are? Yeah. No? These are all red. And that is all done with regular cards. You start with 3 blacks and a red, and then you get 3 reds and a black, normal cards, okay? Would you like to see another one?
You smack in the face.
Smack in the face, okay? So many cards down here. And you can end clean with this as well. This is Twisted Colours. When I was a young lad, I went into the magic shop, asked to see the 4 jacks trick, and the guy showed me the 4 jacks. And he said, one by one, without any moves, they're going to turn face down in the packet. There's the first one, look at that. First jack, that is the jack of clubs turned face down. Without any moves, all he did was like this. The second one turned face down, and there's the jack of diamonds. Without any moves, he showed me that now he had the jack of spades. And finally, there is the jack of hearts. I said, it's a good trick, but I don't like blue back cards. I said, can you do it in another colour? So I can do it in red for you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I said, can you do it in another colour? I can do it for green for you if you want, but make up your mind, son, as quick as you can. It's a real quickie, really easy to do, and that's a tenner. You alright there? So, watch closely here. These all cards have been signed. Fair, alright? So there's no duplicates here, nothing at all. Watch closely here. 4 of clubs, 4 of hearts, 4 of spades, and 4 of diamonds. I'm going to leave the 4s in full view on the table, which leaves here the 4 jacks. Now watch closely. Jack of spades goes in that pocket, is that fair? Hearts goes here, which leaves the club and the diamond. I'll put the club in this pocket and the diamond in the jacket pocket, is that fair? So, and that leaves the 4s on the table. The magic is this, I'm going to switch the cards, so I end up with the jacks here and the 4s in my pockets. The first one's already gone, Regan. There's the first jack. Second one. 2 jacks. So I've got 2 jacks and 2 4s. Here's the third one. 3 jacks. And hopefully it's a huge round of applause, all 4 jacks. Oh, isn't it? Well, you're probably wondering what's in my pockets. Like I told you. There's a 4 there. There's a 4 there. There's a 4 there. And there's a 4, hang on. Oh. Yeah. It's strong, isn't it? Very nice card fees. Got 4 very old. You filming? Hopeless. Get on with it, woman. Honestly.
Trying to earn a living here.
Hopeless.
And that'll be
I'm going to keep that in there, you know, don't you? 4 very old playing cards. These are ancient. You'll recognise these, John.
Yeah, sure. You changed
Just check them. I've got 3 blacks and a red. The red one is the money card, the one to watch, okay? Keep an eye on the red one. I'll start by leaving one of the blacks in the pocket, which leaves the red between the other 2 blacks. It's protruding back, you can see that, can't you?
Yep, definitely.
Where's the red?
The top.
Now where? You're not too sure, are you?
No, I'm good.
Well, look, I can tell you, it's not there. It's not there, it's not there. It's actually in my pocket up here. Thank you, John. Now look, there is the red. Watch closely. If I move them around a bit, where does that move the red to?
Bottom.
No, it's on top. If I put it open on the bottom, where is it now?
Oh, it's on the bottom.
It's on top. Look, to make it easier to follow, I'll leave the red in my pocket. In fact, I'll leave it that way so you can keep an eye on it. Hey. Look, that leaves 1, 2, 3 blacks and a red. The red goes to the bottom. Where's the red? It's on the top. If I leave the red on the table, would you put money on it? You shouldn't, because it's actually a black one. Now that leaves 2 blacks and a red. So if I ask you to find the 2 blacks, the odds are better, aren't they? Where are they?
Middle and this
Well, they're not actually, because these are all red, and that's why you never win. Thank you. And that's, you end with, that's clean. That's watch this. Now this is interesting. This is. I've got 5 blue cards here. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. 5 blue cards. They're all the same. They're all ace of spades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the magic is this. I'm going to mix them face up and face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that fair?
Fair.
Watch this. If I take this ace here and snap it, the magic has happened because these have now all turned face up. Now you don't look remotely impressed, but do you remember the colour of the backs? Well, not anymore because I've got orange, green, pink, black and red.
That's good.
Thank you.
I've got 5 blue cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue cards. These are all the same. These are all ace of spades. And here comes the magic. I'm going to mix them face up and face down. So face up, face down, face up, face down, face up. Is that fair? Watch the handling. If I take one of the aces and snap it, as if by magic, these all now become face up. You're impressed? Do you remember the colour of the backs? Blue. Well, no, I've got orange, I've got black, I've got pink, I've got green, and I've got red, not a blue one inside. But I can go further. Because look here. I want to ask you a question. Do you know what that is? It's not artwork, it's a genuine photograph. That is a rainbow caterpillar. That's a rainbow caterpillar. And I've got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 rainbow caterpillars. Now, this is the story. The rainbow caterpillars, one by one, go to sleep, they go to bed. The first one I can turn over and he goes to sleep. The others will go by magic, okay? By magic. One by one, they go to bed. Here's the second one. One by one, they go to bed. There's the third one. And one by one, they go to bed. There's the fourth one. Now, after the cycle is finished, what do rainbow caterpillars turn into? Butterflies. And there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. 4 butterflies. Clubs, hearts, spades and diamonds. 4 blue-back kings bicycle playing cards. Now one by one they're going to turn face up. If I do that, the first king has just turned face up. Let me prove it to you. There is the first king. Watch this. There is now the second king. Watch this. There is now the third king. And finally, there is the last king. Now, do you remember the colour of the backs?
Yeah, blue.
You're not watching, are you? These are actually red. You've got to watch very, very closely.
That I like.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
The 2, 3 and 4, if I can find them, 2, 4, ace to 4 of spades. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now somebody's already signed one of those cards, but it doesn't matter. So watch very closely here. The ace, the 2, the 3 and the 4. I'm going to start with the ace. I'm going to put the ace into the packet, right into centre. It's not on the bottom, it's not on the top. But if I shake the packet, it will jump to the top. Now I'll do it again. Look, I'll put the ace in, it goes into the middle, it's not on the bottom, but the ace will jump to the top. That's the first one. I'll do it with the 2. The 2 goes into the packet, it's not there, but the 2 will jump to the top. Now that leaves the 3 and the 4. The 3 can do something, and that is turn face up, like a somersault, which leaves just one playing card to 4, and that can actually only do one thing, and that is turn into your card.
I like that one.
I collect the ace of spades. I've got a whole stack of these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 of these, and I'm going to mix these face up and face down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that? That's fair, isn't it? I've got to square them up, and I'm going to split them into 2 packets. So, face up, face down, face up and face down, and the reverse here, really. The magic is this. These are all going to turn face up. By magic, they'll turn face down. Here we go. Watch this. There is the first one. I shake the packet, and there is the second one. That's magical, and instantly, obviously, all these are now face down. That's a strong trick. I can go further than that, because there's nothing you can do with a whole bunch of ace of spades. Unless you play poker, you could turn those into raw flush. But if you did that, you'd need a lot of money to pay off all your debts, which you could do with credit.
Brilliant. There you go.
Thank you. And that is instant. How the card cheat. I'll leave the aces on top and give the cards a shuffle. This is how we shuffle in this country. In the Americas, you shuffle on the table, don't you? I shall show you so the camera can catch this. In the hands, this is the best shuffle you'll ever see. Look at this, and I'll do that angle. I even get background music with this. Look, that's a good shuffle. There's a few not quite mixed there, so I'll lose those.
14 or 16 over missed. The last one is exactly 32 cards from top, 32, which corresponds exactly with my age. 30 years ago. But it is, right from the centre of the deck, the 32nd card is the Ace of Diamonds. Wow. Amazing. Very good. Amazing. Choose a card from the deck. Anyone you want. So George, if you don't show me.
Remember the card?
Yeah.
I'll get to place it back about halfway.
Now watch the handling here, because if I get the cards 2 cuts, I now know what your card is. And it was a free choice, wasn't it? If I get the cards a shuffle, this always makes things harder. To find your card, I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Now these cards will tell me about your card.
Yeah.
The first card will tell me the colour of the card, and it tells me it's a black card, am I right?
Yeah.
It also tells me it's a spade. I think therefore it's the 8. It has to be the 8 of spades, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a problem there, you can't have 4 of those, can you? If you want to see a 4 ace trick, I can show you one anytime you want. By the way, in my pocket up here should be the 8 of spades. That's a miracle, isn't it? Look, I better,
Beauty,
show
that
you,
one.
I better show you another one here. The cards.
Card counting, estimation and misdirection, they're all involved in the same thing. People think card counting is this. It's nothing to do with that. Card counting is cutting a group of cards off the deck and you know how many you've got. Right? By using the queens, I'll do this really slowly for you. I'm going to leave the queens on the table for a second. Can you cut the deck about 3/4 there, about 2/3 there, and about half of them there? Right. So 3 cuts all the way through. How many do you think you've got in the first pile? Guess, just a guess.
12.
It should be about 12. I'm going to mark it with the first queen like so. How many in the second pile would you guess?
10.
I would probably agree with you there, and I'll leave the second queen on that pile. How many on the third pile?
9.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that one. I'll leave the third queen on that pile. And how many on the last?
13.
Okay, and I'll put the last queen on that pile. Now watch this. If I do this, square up the queens, that was all misdirection. Nothing to do with card counting, because whilst you were looking at the size of the piles, I managed to switch all the queens to over here. I can go further than that because you cut any way you wanted to, didn't you? When you cut here,